rhythm at all. But little by little, they feel comfortable first in the beginning. They don't want to do it. They say, I have to go learn samba before I come to class. But that's why I'm here. So you don't have to go learn samba someplace else. Come here because I'm the teacher.
I've been dancing samba, I think, 15 years or so, because it was a little bit before I was married, and I've been married 14 years.
So it really took me 2 years to learn the samba step, and then once I got it, that's when my dance instructor said, okay, Blanca, why don't you try this? Blanca, why don't you try that? Oh, guess what, Blanca? I injured my foot. I need a dancer.
I left Brazil very young. I was 19, and I danced my whole life. It wasn't only samba dancing. I've done all types of dancing.
Oh, I love my baby girl. That's my precious. Now she's a big girl. That's Liza when she was little too. And that's my nephews and nieces. You see how many? I started when I was little girl in Bahia. I was performing. People say you have to do this competition. I was 10 years old. That was my real first performance, I think, for me, because I always remember. And then I danced. Actually, it was a Michael Jackson song. Don't stop until you get enough. That was the first performance I did on stage, Michael Jackson. And then people went crazy. I was dancing. I was a little tiny girl dancing, and then people was screaming, yelling, and I was like, I don't even listen to them. I just was doing my thing. And then they say I was a winner for the competition that time. And I think samba is make people happy. Either way I teach, I make people happy. That's what we do, like in Brazil all the time. Dance, be happy. And here is different because the people really try to learn. And they do a good job. Actually, I'm very proud of myself because all my girls are American. I think it's very good exercise also. Samba from Rio de Janeiro, it's like they have a lot of different kind of samba. Like from where I come from, Salvador, the samba is more jazz, pagode, is more playful.
With timing and choreography, you get something different from everybody. And so I have influences not just from other samba teachers, but just from all dancing. And I really credit my ballet teachers with giving me the timing and knowing when to, to introduce something else. But, from then to now, of course, night and day, or even from a few years ago when I was dancing less because I was raising my girls, big difference. Well, they enjoy it. I think the girls like watching, they like to go to class, and Francesca's done 2 carnivals with me, and she can samba, which always, makes the crowd go crazy when they see her. And my husband, he used to go to gigs, but if they come with us, they have to wait so long for us to change, and so he doesn't come anymore. He's over that. He's over the excitement. But he, when I go, he's very supportive. I'm a business systems analyst, and I do project management for software implementations. 1928 Indian motorcycle, and he's got a WLVR 45 Harley Davidson with a very low center of gravity, and you can steer basically with your thighs, which is why they used to use them for trick riding. And so for me, it's like dance. So it's a natural for a dancer to love this bike. I don't actually have a Facebook page, and I'm not friends with anybody on anything online except for LinkedIn, because that's solely professional. And I don't mind people knowing I dance, but I don't like the idea of having a bunch of pictures out there.
I fell in love with the music. I fell in love with their movements, and I remember running up to them and asking them, what kind of dancing did you just do? What kind of dancing? And they said, oh, it's called samba. I think I have it a little bit easier compared to others. I'm single. I work full-time. When I first started samba, I was also going to school part-time. To experience when I dance in front of them I would like for them to experience the joy that I have in my dancing. And it's not anything having to do with my sex appeal or me. And actually I don't feel like I'm wearing little very little clothing. It's very strange for me to explain, but I just enjoy what I'm doing, and somehow the little piece of clothing is minimal when I'm really out there just having a great time dancing. You as being a professional dancer, you just have to be polite and smile and walk away, and I always tend to do that, especially, for example, on Saturday I had an event, and it happened to be at a club, and there was a lot of guys that were hitting on me, and all I could do is just turn back and smile and keep walking as if I'm going somewhere.
Much sexual. I mean, it can be sexy. It's a sexy dance, but it's mostly sensual. It's contemplating a woman's body, and more than that, it's just about being happy. My parents are in Brazil. We grew up with carnival. We grew up with samba music. We grew up with samba dancing. It's part of our culture. So that was never an issue in my family. I've had boyfriends kind of take it away from me, and I've done that before for them, but I always felt like there was something missing. I am a real estate agent. I go to business school. I'm studying at Golden Gate University. I'm pursuing my master's. I work for an attorney part-time. I am his assistant. I do some forensic auditings. So I moved to Sweden, and I was first page in this newspaper in Sweden, teaching samba dancing, and that inspired me. When I moved here, I joined this dance company, and it was really a way of being in touch with my culture. How long am I gonna see myself samba dancing? I still wanna get married, be a mom. It depends. It depends on where life will take me. But when my body tells me it's time to stop, I'll just have to. Getting ready before performance, it can be very hectic. It's a lot of girls getting together and trying to look as pretty as they can, to impress the crowd that's gonna be watching you, and you just want to put on that beautiful show. So it's really hectic. It's like all the costumes and all the details, all the makeup.